What's up? What's up? Yeah, today is Sunday, the 23rd of October. Beautiful day, October day, 2022, people. Yeah, let's talk about the story. Maharishi, School of Management. The story is coming to an end. Oh, it's a lot of content. I have to split into two. It's a lot of content. Even if it's a read, it would make more sense to have part one and part two. Because now it's about time, you start looking at what's coming next in the due course. I have a lot of stories in the pipeline, things coming up. So, but I give credit to the person who asked me to write a story about Maharishi School of Management. That was something that I wouldn't have delved into. And it's not a story about someone, although there are facts in the story, of course. You have to base it on facts. Then you work with it and build the story from there. So we've gone through the whole McCoy, my first semester, my second semester, the drama, incident after incident and all that. And now she's leaving. She's got to go to the US to study. Which is true, these are things that... But I'm basing that on the fact that when somebody comes into your life, they can be a very positive force or influence. And a lot of things that happen after that are predetermined by the events of what was there before. And, you keep asking yourself things like, if I hadn't gone to Kenya, where would I have been in my life today? So, I don't have an answer to that, but I don't think I would have thought so much outside the box. When you're away from home for the first time. I was very eager to leave Uganda, leave home, And what really hit the nail is when I couldn't go to the university. Makerere University, the fracas of my exams and everything. So you find yourself in a situation that calls for strategy. And going to Kenya, I never really knew what was coming and going. But of course, we used to hear stories about Kenya. There were a lot of tales about Kenya. The city of bright lights, city of beautiful women. Can you imagine? We used to hear all these rumors. So, and imagine. So you are thinking in your mind that you're going to Kenya to meet beautiful women and all that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, but. And behold, when I get to Nairobi, we go to Limuru. Limuru is outside Nairobi. It's a very isolated place. Those who were there, because this story I haven't put anybody to do with the school, and I don't do that in the stories because, these things are not relevant. If you read the story, I get to Kenya. I meet a very beautiful lady, girlfriend, very beautiful. This is true. This part of the story is very true. And we get along and we become friends and everything. And because the place was so isolating, in the middle of nowhere, in the tea estates and everything. If you know Kiambu, I think now it's changed. This is 30 years ago. There was a forest around the school. The Limuru forest features in the story, I tell you what happens in the romantic encounter while we are walking through the forest. Very dark forest. It used to be very dark. Then, I don't know if today it is dark or they have cut the trees. Yeah, so after Limuru girls, as we went up and up, then the road kind of cascades and narrows down through the forest up to the junction Maburuki towards number Tano. And that's how it is. So how I used to jog in the tea estates. There are a lot of people who used to see me. Huyo mjamaa na teremuka hapa, huyo mjamaa in the tea estates. I remember all that. And that's how I met the other Kenyan beauty. They are two. My girlfriend, I met her in Maharishi, in the university, in the college. The other one, I met her while I was jogging. But they knew each other. It was, I don't know how I can explain it, but I think they knew each other. Walikuwa wanajulikana kwa sababu ya masomo. They used to go to the same schools back then and things like that. And that is a long time ago. But now, because I'm writing this story, then I bring the two together in conflict. So, but once the story goes through editorial, because this one, I am going to publish this story into a biopic. I've really taken so much in-depth analysis and dug deep into my thought process, because there are so many things I missed while I was in Kenya. A lot of things I used to not pay attention to, but now once you sit down right now and write or type away, I usually do it on the phone very fast. So you go into your thought process and you remember so many things that really passed you by. And but once I leave Maharishi School of Management, I go to Nairobi. And how going to America has an influence, a bearing influence on the decisions I make next. That's why I left Maharishi as well. So there wasn't anything going to be exciting about that place if she wasn't there. I felt lost, and she was the first thing that clicked with me when I was in, remember with all the excitement. The day I arrived, I remember very well, I was met by all the students there. They are very welcoming, I made friends with some of them, even we are still friends today. Because I don't want to put them in this, I would not tell you who they are, but they were with me at Maharishi. And, but I thought outside the box. It was all my time there was outside the box. And I would wake up in the morning, go jogging, come back in my student quarters, blah, 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 blah. The only one time people ever clicked